Come on.
'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
Welcome back. We're back to Pure Picks. Glad to be back. Got my boy Top G here. How you doing, homie?
Doing great. We had a great start to the year and we're back making some more content. So let's get it.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's recap a bit for this year so far. As you guys can see, I mean, it's been all green so far, so it's good. We start off the year with this Vegas card, 0.73, not bad. 3.05 for the next UFC 325. And then we got 6.49 for the last fight card. So we're building good upward momentum. Let's just keep it rocking, keep it going. Top G, you got anything to share for these results, man? I mean, I think for me, I love that Riz Van pick. That was nice. Yeah, we're doing a new system, by the way, but I think it's been working. But yeah, Top G, what do you got for these picks, man?
These picks, I think most of this is mostly James. I was trying to sell him on the Rizvan, but
Yeah.
it was him that put in the 2 units for that one. So good on him. And my main one was the 3-leg. It was, how many units was that one? The
I think we put
3-leg?
1 unit in that.
1 unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got some good returns on that one. And yeah, I mean, we had a good run on that one. So we're undefeated this year. So all profits for the past 3 cards. So let's keep it moving.
All right, man. Let's rock and roll, dude. All right, well, there's the next fight card. You know, it's going to be Strickland versus Hernandez. You know, for this video, we're just going to give our like first thoughts. Honestly, the way we usually do it is wait till Friday to actually put in our bets and picks. We use the whole week really to deep dive into it and to just make sure that we get the right pick. So our thoughts today, you know, might not be the final thoughts that we have, but I just wanted to give our first thoughts right now. Yeah, man, do you got anything you want to talk about? Any kind of fights in particular that you think look good? Any thoughts?
We could start on the main card, skip a few fights if we got nothing to say, but yeah, let's start there.
Yeah, I don't got anything to say about a lot of these fights right now, to be honest. I mean, you know, like, yeah, I mean, I love the UFC and MMA and all that, but, you know, sometimes some of these fighters, it's hard watching them. Well, I mean, let's just talk about the main event. I mean, you know, I think that that's probably the fight that's most intriguing for me, at least, on this card. You got Anthony Hernandez for Sean Strickland. This is a contender fight for sure. I mean, Sean Strickland is trying to defend his number, defend his contendership. Fluffy coming at you with a crazy winning streak. Yeah, man, what do you got for the lean right now, or any like thoughts, any plays? Like, what do you think about this main event?
Well, obviously, Fluffy's the big favorite right now, and he's been inching closer and closer to minus 300. Obviously, I'm leaning Fluffy, but the odds, I mean, Sean Strickland's going to be the value here. He's a former champion, and he looked good in his last win against Paulo Costa. Obviously, he couldn't beat Dricus in his last fight. Me personally, I thought he won that first fight against Dricus, and he was doing good on the stand-up. He's just jabbing and teeping is like usually is what he works with, and using that pace to keep moving forward. As far as the wrestling, he's known to have good takedown defense, but we don't usually see it. He's mostly in stand-up fights. And against Dricus, he was able to defend a lot of them, but towards the end into the 4th and 5th round, Dricus was having a little bit of a better look on the wrestling. So against Anthony Hernandez, he's going to be defending a lot of takedowns. He'll be getting up and then getting taken down again. And I think Anthony Hernandez can really wear on him. And it's kind of a trap of when he shoots on you and then he lets you get back up, you waste energy trying to get back up, and then it keeps going and going. Yeah, I'm leaning Anthony Hernandez on this one, but as far as the lines, I'd like it to be closer, to be honest. So I'll see whether down the week what type of bet will I be leaning, whether if it's the value or just going to go with the favorite who I think will win. I think Fluffy will win in this one.
Yeah, man, I hear you on that. I mean, Sean Strickland, obviously former champion, beat Izzy for that championship at like plus, I don't know, like 500, 600, something like that. Major underdog. Thing about Sean Strickland, I think that he's actually one of the easiest fighters to cap or analyze for betting. He fights the same way each and every time. Like that, I don't think I've ever seen him not fight the same way. Pressure, stand up, deep kicks, just trying to kind of bulldog you down and walk you down the whole fight. It's been good and bad, right? I mean, you saw in the first fight with Dricus, that game plan worked pretty well. I also thought he won that fight. Barely, though. It was a very close fight. Second fight, you saw that Sean Strickland didn't really change up anything. He kind of fought the same way again. Dricus changed it up a bit, and Dricus got that victory. So another fight that I think could be good in analyzing this one is when Strickland fought Abu Magomedov. This was actually the first time that I saw someone try to really, really like wrestle Sean Strickland. And he did well in the first round, Abu. I mean, he took him down, landed some ground and pound. Abu, obviously, probably one of the worst cardios in MMA. This guy probably only has one round. So he couldn't do that for next couple rounds or, after that. Unfortunately, that's like the opposite of Anthony Hernandez. So what I'm seeing is that if a guy like Abu can take you down, land some damage, I think a guy like Fluffy can do that as well for 5 rounds if needed. My pick is Anthony Hernandez. I mean, I don't really think that Strickland has much for him, to be honest. I think that to beat Anthony Hernandez, you have to have some kind of finishing power to kind of stop him before he gets going. He's a 5-round fighter. You have to damage him early and kind of dissuade him coming forward and trying to grapple you or throw shots at you. I also like that his kickboxing has improved from what I've seen. It isn't the same as what it was before. He's a lot better with the strikes, but the grappling is going to be key here. I mean, I think that it's going to take a lot of effort from Sean Strickland to keep this guy off him for 5 rounds. Another thing that people have been saying that I've seen so far is that, Sean Strickland, they say he's a great wrestler and, jiu-jitsu. Obviously, he came into the UFC as a jiu-jitsu fighter in a way, as more known for that. And then obviously he turned to a stand-up fighter. Yeah, man, it's in with the new school, out with the old, bro. Like, they've been saying the same thing about Robert Whittaker, great wrestler, and I mean, these new cats are just a lot better in their specialty and their skills. Yeah, so I think I got Fluffy. Minus 275, the odds right now. Yeah, I can understand why people will say that's a little bit high. I mean, it opened up at minus 250. So it's not that much difference right now. I feel comfortable in Fluffy being a parlay piece at this point. I'll put him in like a couple parlays, at least 2 units for me to have him and play. Only reason why I wouldn't try go prop hunting for Anthony Hernandez is that I see there could be like a wide range of possibilities here. He could get the finish, sub. He's a terrific submission artist. I mean, this guy sub Rodolfo Rivera. I mean, that's fantastic. He can also do ground pound KO. I mean, I think that Sean Strickland is pretty tough, so that probably won't happen, but there's a chance that could happen. And decision obviously is in the cards as well. So I think it just play it safe and just do money line. But I mean, I can see Anthony Hernandez winning in all of the phases here. So yeah, I think I'm going to get Fluffy. We'll see what happens throughout the week, but right now I'm comfortable putting him in a parlay piece with, someone else that we may deem profitable for this event.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's the main event. Got any other fights or reads you want to talk about?
What do you think of if you have any thoughts on that Geoff Neal, Uros Medic, the co-main? This is in Texas. And
Yeah.
Geoff Neal might be the home favorite.
Yeah, he's definitely the favorite. I mean, he's minus 180 right now. I guess there's been some Medic action because, he's minus 200 or 190 earlier when I saw. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. I mean, I think right now I'm obviously leaning Geoff Neal, but I mean, the way he got knocked out his last fight, it's just I don't know. Like, you usually don't come back from that like right away. And I was just like, what is it, like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a brutal knockout by Carlos Prates, spinning back elbow. I mean, right to the temple. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, this is his first fight since then. I mean, the only reason why I'm probably still leaning towards Geoff right now is that Uros Medic is also a glass cannon. Like, he can get knocked out at any point. I think it's a really dangerous fight for both guys. Let me see if they release the props for like the under inside the distances. That might be an interesting one right here.
Yeah, that one's going to be action packed.
Yeah, the under is minus 175, 1.5 right now. Open up at plus 135. That's crazy that it opened up at plus 135. Yeah, I think this fight's gonna end within one round, most likely.
Yeah, one round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Someone's gonna get knocked out for sure. But the crazy thing is, I think that if it goes over like the first round, maybe over like the half of the second round, then I don't know. Maybe both guys just survive because that's always the zigzag when it comes to these kind of fights. You see both guys, like getting finished and whatnot. But yeah, I think most likely someone's getting knocked out within one round here. If I had to pick. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, me personally, I'm still going to be leaning Geoff Neal just because I think his overall body of work and experience, the types of fighters he's been facing. Uros Medic, he hasn't fought the same level, but he is a reputable striker. It's the same thing, like you said, he can be a glass cannon. And he was not, he was finished in 31 seconds against our boy Punahele Soriano, who's also on this card.
That's true.
But I think Geoff Neal has more ways to win. I think he can even grapple if he wants to, get Medic on the ground. Medic's get up is not the greatest. I mean, that's how some people have been able to win rounds on him. Oral By was one where he was having trouble with the grappling. But yeah, this could be a dangerous fight for both, which side you're picking. But I'm still going to be leaning Geoff Neal there in Texas. So yeah, that's going to be my thoughts.
Cool. See if there's any other fights that I want to talk about. Yeah, not gonna lie, this card looks a little ass. But hopefully it'll get better. Actually, I mean,
Usually
yeah,
it's those cards that you think aren't great end up being like the ones with the
true.
good fights.
Yeah,
Now, not the hyped up fights end up being like boring,
that's true.
goes the distance fights.
Yeah. One thing I would like to add, actually, I just remembered this. I do want to talk about the Carli Judice. Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it.
Judice?
Judice.
I think it's Judice. Yeah.
Carli Judice versus Juliana Miller. I just saw on Twitter Juliana Miller's, maybe spending a little bit too much time on social media talking about how like 2% believe in her because of the odds or something. Like, I think it was like minus 600. Now it's like let me check what the odds are right now for this. Let's see. Yeah, Carli's minus 700 now. She opened up at minus 350. I think that's probably what I like to call a parlay juicer. I know it sounds a little crazy.
Or is it a trap? Is it
No, I don't think this is a trap. I mean, based off of what I've seen of Carli and her fights so far, she seems to be a fantastic striker. And I mean, she's knocked out 2 girls in a row. That's pretty hard to do as a woman. I mean, Juliana Miller's coming off of beating Ivana Petrovich. Yeah, I think that if this is a purely striking war, I'm not seeing it for Juliana. I mean, yeah, minus 700 women's MMA could be a little sketch. We've seen sketch things happen especially in women's fights. But right now, I mean, first read, I think she might be a good parlay stuffer or parlay juicer. Could put her with Anthony Hernandez or something and then make that work. But yeah, I think that's another fight that I thought could be decent. But yeah, other than that, man, I think definitely need to see throughout the week what else could happen. At least on my end, like I don't really see much else that warrants any action right now based off of what the odds are looking like and the fights. You have any other thoughts on this card as a whole?
There might be a couple more fights, but one of them, this could be like a coin flip. The Zach Reese, Michel Pereira. I used to think Michel Pereira was going to be like a contender, but looks like he's been on a decline. I'm not sure if he's a shell of himself. I even checked his what gym he was with, making sure it wasn't Factory X, if there wasn't any funny business going on. Because some of these fights, he doesn't look the same to me. You
Yeah.
know, his last two at least looked like I didn't know what was going on. But I think I would still lean Michel Pereira, but I don't know if I can trust him against Zach Reese, who has some power and just try to go for it in round one. But do you have any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, interesting. Michelle is minus 160 now. So some money has been coming in on him because last time I remember his odds were like closer to pick him. I mean, Michelle is just, he's a better fighter than Zach Reese, like everywhere, I think. But it's like you mentioned, I mean, I don't really know if I can trust him to do anything at this point. Like, is he still in it? I feel like he's lost some of that roid muscle that he used to have. Like maybe he's off cycle or something. I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't look like the same guy to me. He just got knocked out right by like Kyle Dawkins. That's not a good look. Isn't that guy's nickname's like the Dark Knight or something? He got knocked out by like a knee. So yeah, the only reason why I'm not going with Reese right now because he's even worse than Michel Pereira as far as a MMA fighter. Maybe even a 60% Pereira could knock out Zach Reese or, finish him. Who knows? We can't forget that Cody Brundish Batista bombed this guy as a heavy favorite, Zach Reese. I mean, that did happen. So my initial thoughts are definitely stay away from this fight. I don't know if you can trust any money with these two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess another fight that is interesting is the Carlos Leal one and Chidi. I mean, just a quick thought here. I mean, I feel like people, it's to me, it's hard to judge a Chidi fight because sometimes he looks fantastic and sometimes he looks like he sucks, right? Like he just doesn't look like he's on that level. Just going through his record, I mean, yeah, I mean, he knocked out Dos Santos, got a decision win against Gerard Gooden, split decision against Rise McKee, where that fight didn't really, neither fighter did much. Jake Matthews, he just got subbed. So yeah, it's hard. I mean, Carlos Leal, we got by him, last time. we had that parlay with Leal. He was like, just got knocked out by Muslim Salikov. So yeah, I think I might want to stay away from that one too, but yeah, that there could be an interesting angle to be had there if you can figure out Chidi, I think. Because I think Leal is I feel like he's going to fight the same way. Like, I don't think he's going to change. He's just going to charge with his chin up in the air, like Aaron Pico, pretty much. Then just like throw wing punches. And he might even try to do some takedowns. But like, I feel like he's going to leave himself open a lot. And it's up to Chidi to make him pay. But I don't know if Chidi can do that. Chidi is sometimes very inactive in terms of in the fight itself, right? Like he doesn't throw. So yeah, that could be an interesting one.
And Chidi didn't look good with like pressure coming at him, especially against Olachechik.
Yeah.
And Leal could do the same thing in this fight if he can stay on the outside and with those precision strikes that we see from him from time to time.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, well, you got any other fights? I think you said you had one more fight, right, that you want to talk about?
Yeah, one more. This one's going to be a banger, this fight right here. I want to talk about that Ramiz Brahimaj versus our boy Punahele Soriano. What do you think on this one? For me, I've been like flipping back and forth, but the Filipino in me is still leaning Punahele.
Well, let me just say to our, viewers, man, like, hey, man, I don't know if we can believe Gerard when it comes to these Filipinos. I mean, he's right. But, like, I feel like I feel like Puna is probably the only one that's been winning for you. I just remember.
Yeah, we've been doing bad on Filipino fighters out here. It's been a drought besides Punahele.
I just remember a lot of Culibao, the Hyder Emil. Thankfully, I mean, we didn't put in. I don't think we put in higher than me. We put in the other dude that I said. So I think we're good. We got Delgado, I think, right? Didn't Delgado win, or did they fight? Forgot.
Yeah, Delgado won.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he knocked him out. Yeah. So
Yeah, knocked him out. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I don't know, man. These Filipino guys, I mean, Puna. I'm not gonna disrespect Puna too much, man. He's a good fighter. He has some skills in there for sure. I think he's gotten better cutting down to 170. I thought that was not gonna work, honestly. Usually, people who cut down in weight, like they just it's too much to make up for like the skill difference. Usually, the lighter weight, I think they're just like better skilled as fighters. But Puna, he's been looking good. He made that same transition that I think Joaquin Buckley made. He's just like retained all of his like physical attributes, and he's still as skilled as the 170 people that he's fighting. Yeah, against Ramiz is coming off a huge win streak himself. I think all of the wins have been like as pretty sizable underdogs too. So yeah, people have I think been disrespecting Ramiz. I mean, I've been watching this guy. He looks pretty good to me. He does have some gaps for sure that Puna can probably exploit, but I see this fight going like two ways. Either Ramiz is going to choke him out when because Puna has like a wrestling background, so I think that he's going to come in with his wrestling takedowns, right? And when you do that, depending on how you do that, you could like leave your neck up for somebody up right there for like a guillotine or something, But yeah, I think Ramiz, I mean, he just guillotined 2 straight people. We got to think about that too. I mean, I could easily see that happening with Puna going in like that. But if Puna can stay safe, I mean, he might be able to, get some top control, land some ground and pound. Ramiz, he's definitely more of like a grappling jiu-jitsu guy. So he could just stay there if he wants. But yeah, that's a tough one. Right now, my lean is gotta look at the odds here. I mean, it's minus 130 Ramiz right now. He did open up as a plus 146 underdog. Let me see here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna lean Puna right now. I think the value is probably on Puna at this point because there is a reason why Ramiz was like a plus 200 underdog in all those fights, most of those fights, right? This guy was a pick'em against Mickey Gall, who's horrible. So Puna has looked good. I wouldn't mind plus action on Puna, honestly. But yeah, just a little scary trusting, Gerard's people at this point. So I don't know if I can do it, honestly. I've been staying away.
Just assume he's Hawaiian. Just assume he's Hawaiian. It's like Max Holloway. Just think of it like that.
That's what I did for Mario Batista. I assumed that he was not. And he turned out it was right. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, he's not. But he might be. He might.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Puna. What are you going to Puna or Ramiz? You said you like lean.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna go Puna. I'm going.
Yeah. Well, man, I don't know. We can.
I mean, underdog odds is worth, but
yeah,
they might be trapping me, or this is gonna be a real fight. And if they both show like what they can do, I think Puna would be the lean for me. It's whether you think he can stay away from getting submitted in those grappling exchanges.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bank on Extreme Couture to get him right for that. So yeah, I'm leaning Puna in this one. Ramiz is a dog though. He'll really get after it, and that's the scary part if Puna gasses out or something. But for me, underdog odds, I think I'm on the Puna side.
Yeah, well, let's see how the week shakes out. Maybe, you get a wider odds on Puna and we can attack that. But, we'll see how that goes. Man, do you have any other thoughts on any other fights, or you good?
I think I'm good for now. And I think I'll just save a potential anchor that I'm looking at for Pure Picks members, see how that goes. But yeah, that's all I got for this one.
For sure. Yeah. So, we're going to make our picks on Friday. We're going to release them to the Pure Picks Pro members on Discord. So, yeah, just for all of our community, just thank you again for sticking with us. We're looking forward to just continue with this train that we've been on, man. Just like, grinding on the content, grinding on the picks. Personally, I do it for the love of the game. So yeah, let's all make some cash this year.